Ever get that feeling? Like one sentence just nails an idea, gets you thinking.
Oh, absolutely.
That's Tolstoy, right? Anna Karenina.
You know it.
All happy families are alike. Each unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. Just, wow.
It's like he reached into everyday life, pulled out this truth,
About family, yeah.
and made it this iconic opening line. People still debate it, over a century later?
Exactly why we're doing this deep dive.
Yeah.
To unpack it all. Now, for anyone who hasn't gotten around to Anna Karenina yet,
No judgment.
it's big. 19th century Russia.
Yeah.
Love, society, the whole shebang. But family, front and center. This line, it's like the foundation of everything that comes after.
It sets the tone, right?
Yeah.
Makes you wonder from page 1, are happy families really this one thing? And if so, what does that say about us?
About what makes a family happy, you mean?
Exactly. Are we all chasing the same things, even if it looks different on the surface?
So like the stability thing, love, support, those are kind of universal, right?
Yeah.
Even if each family expresses them their own way.
See, that's the interesting bit. Maybe Tolstoy's saying we all crave those things deep down. Belonging, security, that feeling of being loved for who you are.
Like those needs, once they're met, that's the alikeness he's talking about.
Could be. And it makes sense in a way, doesn't it? Like, we see those happy families, and yeah, maybe their traditions are totally different from ours.
Totally.
But there's this warmth. Like, they figured out that happiness frequency, the one that goes deeper than all the individual stuff.
And then Tolstoy flips the script. Unhappy families. Each one messed up in its own special way.
Right. Happiness might have a common thread, but unhappiness, that's where things get personal.
Makes sense when you think about it. Like, there's a million ways for a family to go off the rails. Tolstoy himself had, 13 kids?
He knew a thing or two about complex family dynamics, but you hit on something with the in its own way bit. It's like each unhappy family is this tangled mess.
Of, bad luck, personality clashes.
Exactly. Specific circumstances, old hurts that never healed. It's their story,
Yeah.
Do the same.
So it's like, happy families, they're united by those basic needs being met. And unhappy ones, they're kind of defined by their own unique brand of, unhappiness. It's kind of bleak when you say it out loud.
It's heavy stuff, but I think that's why it sticks with us. Because under the surface, everyone knows a family with that story, the one nobody talks about.
And maybe that's why Tolstoy is still relevant. Part of us wants to believe happiness is simple, like figure out the formula and you're good. But then there's that other part, the one that knows unhappiness is way more complicated.
And Tolstoy doesn't shy away from that, does he? He doesn't give us easy answers, just holds up this mirror, I think.
To what? Human nature.
Exactly. The good, the bad, the messy. We crave that connection, that shared experience of being happy. But we're also capable of some serious heartache. And sometimes that heartache, it's ours alone.
Which leaves us with a big question, doesn't it? Does this quote make us feel better, knowing there are these common threads to happiness? Or does it make it worse, focusing on how isolated unhappiness can be? Lots to think about. We'd love to hear your take on all this, but for now, we're going to leave you with Tolstoy and that question. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. It's been real.